What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. Y'all know the vibes. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
So over the weekend, the annual Nike Hoop Summit kicked off, featuring some of the best high school players in the world. Team USA versus Team World. If you're not familiar, this is an annual contest showcase that Nike produces, and it pits, like I said, the top high school players against each other. Typically, Team USA handles business, which they did get a sweep on the men's and women's side as well. This is a great opportunity for the top players in the country to get together and parlay, but also just compete against each other in some high intensity practices, as well as a showcase that features scouts from all types of organizations and recruiters. So it's a huge deal. This year, like I said, Team USA got the sweep, but on the Team World side, two future South Carolina Gamecocks really stood out. We got Agot Makeer. Now, she finished with 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block, and 1 for 2 from the three-point line. I think, personally, for me, I was more impressed with her defense and the way that she straight put the clamps on the number one player in the country, Aaliyah Chavez. When she guarded her, Chavez only had 3 points throughout the whole contest. And when you talk about 6'1", just long, athletic, nice instincts on defense, like, that's what's going to get her on the court, I think, sooner than her offense will. Just her defensive intensity and versatility, her length, her athletic ability. She's going to be able to guard the 1 through the 3, and I think she did an incredible job holding one of the best offensive scorers in high school basketball to just 3 points when she was guarding her. So salute to her. She spent majority of her life in Canada, so that's why she's on the world team. Then you got Ayla McDowell. She finished with 15 points, 4 rebounds. She went 5 of 6 from the field, a very efficient 5 of 6. She also knocked down a tray ball. I like, too, that she was being aggressive with the paint touches, finishing through contact, getting to the free throw line. She came off the bench and had 15. Like, she was definitely, in my opinion, the best player on the world team and could have definitely done more with even more minutes. I don't know why she wasn't starting, but she came off the bench and had 15. She was the leading scorer for the world team, and I think she is just physically more imposing right now than Makeer. She probably could see the floor just because of the build, man. Like, she's going to be able to take contact. She's going to be able to finish through contact. I think Makeer was kind of bothered by that early on, and that's why, like, her offense kind of suffered. McDowell's not going to have that problem. I also like that they solidified the perimeter as far as wings. Like, they got 2 players that are 6'1", 6'2", that can guard multiple positions, that can create off the dribble and make shots, create their own offense, something that the backcourt of South Carolina lacked last season. I like that they're competing. Like, McDowell is a dog. I love the competitive nature. Like, when I look at a player and you're analyzing, like, okay, it's a playoff game, it's an NCAA tournament game, it's a scrimmage, it's a practice, it's a showcase, it's an all-star game. Do you want to win? Or are you trying to just rip your opponent apart every time you lace them up? And that's what type of player McDowell is. Like, super competitive. It doesn't matter what the stakes are or what the game means. Like, if basketball is involved, she's trying to win, and that's going to bode well for her adjusting at South Carolina, man. She's going to fit right in, and I just love the versatility these two players are going to bring, because it's been a little while since South Carolina had a big wing. I did not expect Maddie McDaniel to have, like, a role early on, especially coming off with the injury. But her, Tessa Johnson, Malaysia Fulwale when she was there, Joyce Edwards, like, Don Staley has not been shy about giving freshmen opportunities if they come in prepared, ready to play. And I think both these players could make an impact next season. And what's crazy is, man, both of them came in, like, bigger than what they were listed, and that was pretty impressive. Makeer was measured at 6'1.5", 131.1 pounds, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she was the lightest player on the world team. For her to reach her max potential and become the player that she really can be, she definitely will hit the weight room, and that's something that South Carolina can build on. Them SEC weight rooms ain't no joke. They gotta get some meat, some muscle, and some of that southern cooking in her ASAP for her to get caught up to speed. But love the 6'3.75" wingspan. Like, sheesh. She is definitely going to be a very versatile defender and a problem once she gets physically right. So I'm excited to see her development. And then McDowell was measured at 6'2", 165, like already coming in with a college-ready body for sure. Really built to take on contact, not going to be bothered by the college game and the physicality. So that's why I think out of the two, McDowell could see playing time earlier, but I do think they will be both successful at South Carolina. She also has a 6'2", 2.25 wingspan as well. So, both of them came in bigger than measured. And I think it just shows, too, like the versatility, the size, and mismatches they could possibly be. They give South Carolina a lot of different lineups that they could throw out next season. You get Ashlyn Watkins back. You add Taniyah Latston. Like, despite losing Malaysia Full-Wiley, as well as Sanaya Fagan and Breezy Hall, like, this team could actually be better and have more of a definite, like, defined offensive identity next season. But this is, when you're shining amongst the best players in your class, like, that's always a good sign when you're competing. I'm a firm believer in iron sharpens iron. I was really impressed with McDowell in this game. Makeer as well with her defensive ability. Like, I think both these players have different skill sets, but also I think that they will complement each other and complement the rest of this roster, man. So I'm excited to see it. But when you go to South Carolina, you got to be ready to compete. You got to be tough. You got to have thick skin, and you got to be ready to take everybody's best shot. And that's like what we're looking like we're seeing from these two players. So we'll keep an eye out and see what the expected production is and what type of roles they have next season. But they are filling a void of big wings as well as shot creators. So we'll see. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, though. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. This is the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. And until next time, we out.